Welcome back. On this video, we're talking Gunite, the most exciting phase of your DIY pool build. The Gunite phase is when your pool really takes shape. A lot of DIYers make the mistake of sitting on the sidelines. This isn't the time. Get in there, get involved. I worked with Corona Gunite of San Antonio, one of the best companies I can ever recommend. One of the first things I learned is talk to the Gunite company as early as possible. They're gonna tell you things that you never thought you would learn. Like what's important about Gunite, what's the difference between Gunite, Shotcrete, learning about ASR. Okay, let's pause real quick and talk about ASR, or alkali-silica reaction, often called concrete cancer. It can cause long-term cracking to your pool and essentially destroy your pool shell. However, crews like Corona use additives and a good mix control to stop it before it starts. Probably the biggest thing that I learned from Marisol at Corona was really understanding the community of pool builders. So, a lot of these contractors, they all work for the different pool builders. They all work together, they work on different job sites and whatnot, but having her give me some both advice on what to watch out for, as well as kind of almost vet some of these contractors, was, I tell you, a huge weight lifted off of my anxiety about being a first-time DIY pool builder. So, if anything, I would actually recommend one of your first steps could be reaching out to Gunite companies in your area, start working the deals with them, and most importantly, these guys, they run from pool to pool to pool to pool, so they gotta fit you in on a schedule. So the earliest you can get in on that schedule and then kind of backwards plan, may be better. I didn't do that. I had the dig done, the steel was in, the plumbing was coming in, and then I actually had to wait a little bit to get Marisol scheduled in there with Corona Gunite. But I tell you, in the interim, she was an absolute wonderful resource to have. So one thing that many people have a misunderstanding is that once the Gunite is shot, you're stuck with what they give you. That's not true. For me, for example, I had stairs that were too shallow. They came back in and resprayed the stairs and fixed it, made it look exactly the way I wanted without any additional cost. Really an example of how professional Corona Gunite is. And they fixed a bunch of other issues that we had, because I tell you, my pool was unique. We shot Gunite on Friday the 13th, and Friday the 13th lived up to its name. Lots of problems, but they came through, they got it done, and I have now one of the best pools, or I think one of the best pools around. Gunite versus Shotcrete. What's the difference? Well, essentially, Shotcrete is a wet mix. That means it's mixed at the plant and then delivered to your site. Whatever's delivered, you pay for. Gunite is a dry mix. That means they come to your site, it's two trucks. One has the Gunite, one has the mixer. They connect the mixer to your water source, and they mix it all on site. The advantage of that is they can control the curing time exactly, and you only pay for what you use. Okay, so this is a chart I come up with the pluses and negatives of Gunite and Shotcrete, and we'll just go through them real quick. So mix and application, I talked about this already. Dry mix for Gunite and pre-mix for Shotcrete. Strength and durability, they're both about the same. Both have about 4,000 PSI. Although with a Gunite, you get a really good adhesion, but with a Shotcrete, you get reduced rebound loss. So you're basically, it's not bouncing off and spraying where you don't intend it to spray. For Gunite, you have control and versatility that is really, really good for intricate shapes or repairs, where Shotcrete is suited for large surfaces and complex geometries. The benefits really are that the gunite, it's a cost-effective system like we talked about already because it's fresh mixed at the nozzle. And most importantly, you can start and you can stop without weak joints where the concrete is starting and stopping again. With Shotcrete, you cannot do that. Although you can spray it on quicker and has strong bonding with rebar, you cannot start and stop with Shotcrete like you can with gunite. If you have to come in afterwards, you're probably going to see Shotcrete first and then gunite afterwards. Disadvantages: gunite has a high rebound loss. Yeah, it sprays everywhere. Where Shotcrete, you really do not have any mix control and you are completely reliant on batch plant timing. When that mix is mixed at the plant, it starts to cure immediately. So like for me, it would have taken an hour for that concrete to get on site. And that's an hour loss where that concrete's already starting to cure. And then finally, cost. We talked about this. It's basically cheaper for gunite generally because you only pay for what you use. The gunite companies like Corona, they'll give you an estimate based on what they think they're going to use. It actually may be more or maybe less depending on what they actually use. But with Shotcrete, I mean, there's some comfort there. They're going to give you an estimate. You're going to pay that estimate because they're going to deliver that much concrete to your site, and you're going to pay for it because it's already mixed. Once it's mixed, it's got to be used. Once the trucks start rolling, it's game time. It is non-stop action. Hoses spraying concrete everywhere, crews moving back and forth, trucks coming and going. It's crazy. And the best part is the crew handles everything. They prep. They make sure all the things that need to be protected on the property are protected. They get busy with all the work. You're gonna see a convoy of trucks coming and going. And then when they're done, everything is cleaned up. And as you know, right before they leave, you walk the site, make sure everything, all the trash, everything's picked up, and they leave everything the way they found it, except that big giant concrete hole. So really the lesson here is to make sure you're ready for that pace. Because some of these crews will do 1, 2, even 3 pools a day. So they're moving. They want to get in, they want to get out and get on to the next site. So you have to be ready on gunite day and make sure you're there on gunite day because it's exciting. But you have to be ready for things just to move from dawn until they're done. So if you're doing gunite, make sure you talk to the crew early, ask a lot of questions, and don't think anything's permanent until it's right. In our next video, we'll talk about the next step, which is curing the gunite, the inspections, and what to look for before you start your tile and coping. If this helped, hit that like and subscribe button for more DIY pool building content, as well as other tips and tricks I'm gonna bring into the channel. There's also a bunch of links that'll help you out down in the description. And if you have any questions, please provide a comment down there. I get to them right away.